I'm Buki Oguleye, the head of school of the Beautiful Beginning School here in Magodo. The school was established on May 4, 2009. At Beautiful Beginning, which is known as the BB, we take each child as an individual and we work on the uniqueness of each child. For instance, when taking a class of, let's say, numeracy, when we have to teach them numbers, you find out that a particular group might get numbers 1 to 10 immediately you teach them, and you find the particular group just still on 1 to 5. So those group on 1 to 5, we take them individually to make sure that they get the concept. We don't encourage children to cram here, but we encourage them to understand the concept which will take them through life.
In our class, we do a lot of activities. We do counting, recognition of numbers. Right now, they're doing a whole lot. They do a whole lot in numeracy, literacy. Presently, some of our children can read. I'm sure you'd have seen some of them reading at home as well. We do other activities. We do Montessori activities, and they all do all this on their own without assistance.
Here at DBB, we have a unique curriculum. We took the strength in the Nigerian curriculum, combining it with the British curriculum, and we used the Montessori method of teaching.
There are lots of them that were not talking when they moved into the class, but now they're talking. Most of them are talking. Most of them they are participating actively in the class activities and everything that we have to do. There was a day a parent came in for inquiry, and she came in and asked some of the children about the things in their classrooms, and they were able to give an answer. They were able to identify and name those things. The parents were actually happy, and the parents eventually brought in the child.
The children they know the way to greet. They have actually learned to use their cutlery. They can set their table. They know the right positioning for each of the cutlery. They can set their table as well as clear their table.
A woman that came to register her daughter into the school, she said she went out to the salon, came across one of her children at the salon. The way the girl was expressing herself, teaching the auntie, courtesy, and even correcting her vocabulary. The auntie said something at the salon, and she said, "No, auntie, it's not said that way. You're supposed to say it this way." And the woman went to her and asked her, "Where is your school?" She told her the Beautiful Beginning, and behold, the next morning the woman came in here and registered her daughter.
A child again came from another school, came in and was unable to identify just a sound, not even the least sound. But right now, she couldn't identify colors, she could not identify any sound, and she couldn't read. But right now, she's reading, she's writing, she knows her numbers very well. At least she can write independently without being assisted. She writes 1 to 10 on her own.
There's one basic thing we actually have in our school. We make sure that the teachers we have in the school have a passion for children, because we believe that if you don't have a passion for children, you can be frustrated, and at the end of the day, you leash out your anger on these children. But the teachers we have in the school are such that have passion, the love, and the dedication to the job. So whatever they come across, they take it as one of those things that one have to experience with children, and then they correct the children in love. While children are playing, they are also learning. As they are doing that now, their manipulative skills and their cognitive skills are being developed. You can see them on the swing, they are balanced, being able to swing themselves. Nobody is swinging them right now. There are some children that will be there and they can't even move themselves, but these ones are moving themselves. You can see some of them on the seesaw. They're actually doing it. They are balanced on it. They are not falling off.
Here at DBB, we are fully equipped to take care of any emergency. We have our first aid box to take care of any minor injuries. And if it is something we cannot handle, we have a standard hospital very close by that we take our children to. Then we get in touch with their parents. DBB is one of the safest schools that you can bring your children to.
My name is Mrs. Abiola Omitirafu. Ifeha has been in DBB since she was 3 months, and she's had the best care you could possibly think about. The nannies treat her like their own grandchild, so you can imagine she's in good hands. And as you can see, she's lively, and she's growing well socially, academically. She's doing very well, and she's learning new things every day, even above when comparing her to other kids of her age. I can see she's doing very well. So obviously I'll choose DBB above every other thing.
My name is Mrs. Blessing Oloruntale Johnson. I'm Ayomiko Oloruntale Johnson's mom. Ayomiko started DBB in May when she turned 1 in February. And since she started attending DBB, she can count from 1 to 5. She can say her body parts. And she started walking the first day she started this school. And in DBB, Ayomiko has been potty trained. She can come to me and say, Mommy, I want to pull down her diaper, and a lot of things she does on her own. She can identify shapes, she can identify colors, animals. Even if you're going out, I say, Mommy, cow. You know, a lot of things. I'm so happy that my daughter is part of this school, and the school is great every day. And I'll continue to tell anyone, please bring your children to DBB. That's the place to be. Thank you.
Now, going down the memory lane now, the first day the school was opened, we opened with only 3 children. And to God be the glory now, we've grown bigger. In the past 1 year, the school has expanded. We now have an extension. We have an ICT room, a music room. We've introduced ballet and French classes to the children. And the school too has a new branded bus. In the next 10 years, we see ourselves growing into a primary school, secondary school, taking that uniqueness along with us as we grow.
Things are not the same. Things are not the same as before. Things are not the same. Yo. Things are not the same as before. Levels done changed now. They no feet hold me again. Now I'm 10 over 10. Levels done changed now. They no feet hold me again. Cause I'm 10 over 10. Now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can now I'm 10 over 10. 10 over 10. 10 over 10. She can now. 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 Now I'm 10 over 10. She can now. 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 Now I'm 10 over 10. Yo, me, I'm no magician to change my condition, but I turn things around. I might fit that description. I'm a P like the pyramid. I'm not no Egyptian. I'm sick, no prescription can turn this to fiction. When it comes to the girls, that's a whole nother story. Only keep the ones that can cook and clean for me. So when I